Hey guys, welcome to the 11th episode of the I Am a Show Off pod. My name is Karina, Karina, and I am not the show off, but my company is Show Off Furniture. So today, as I'm recording this episode, it's Wednesday night. It is 8:50 p.m. We're going on a road trip tomorrow to see Babe's side of the family. They live about 3 hours away. It's a quick trip, but I realized about an hour ago that if I don't record now and create the artwork and clips between tonight and tomorrow morning, I will have no episode for you guys on Friday. So in the midst of packing up 3 kids and a dog and everything else that we have to pack up, a quick pod has been added to my list before we leave. No biggie, just the pod. But I'm going to make this one quick. This morning was the 3rd consecutive morning that I have ran. I think. And I'm pretty proud of that it's the 3rd day. But now with this little road trip, I hope I won't lose momentum, because I won't run Friday, and come the weekend, I kind of talk myself out of it, because I'm like, hey Karina, doesn't everyone deserve a break? And then I don't run for 6 months after that. So I feel like if I can get up and run on Saturday morning after I walk the dog, I will be able to take a break Sunday and pick back up on Monday. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to really, really try to keep going. I keep thinking I'm like the little engine that could, because running is good for me and I can't lose sight of that. So I'm going to say today's Wednesday. I ran today. I'm going to run tomorrow morning before we leave. Friday will be at my in-laws. Saturday I won't run either. Oh no, Saturday we'll be back home. Saturday morning I run, and then Sunday I take a break, and Monday I keep going. Look at that. I think I can do this. Anyway, so last episode I talked about Flipboard and how I just heard of it and wasn't sure what it was about. I didn't know anything about it. I wasn't even sure if it was a social platform or what exactly it was. I knew nothing. Well, after a quick search, I think it might be something interesting for Show Off Furniture. Since the blogging element of this is hard for me, I don't know if I'll be able to do Flipboard though, but I'm willing to try it, because I told you guys you have to evolve with change. Everything's always changing when it's on the internet, and this is new to me, not necessarily new to the web. This has been around for I read for a few years, and so I'm going to try it. And of course, I'll let you know how that goes, so you can follow Show Off Furniture on there. You know what? While I'm on the topic of writing, let's talk about writing product copy. So for those that don't know what copy is the little story each product has that kind of romanticizes the product for the customer. For example, there's this blue couch. I believe it's called the Bristol sofa that I added to the website. It's a very pretty blue couch. And copy for this would be something like, this Bristol sofa is wrapped in luxurious velvet. Is that velvet? Sorry. You will melt in its deep tufted seats and be the envy of your friends. Okay, I wouldn't really write all that like that, but so I'm not good at this, I told you. But it's something like that. I normally just want to be like, look at this blue Bristol sofa. Isn't it pretty? If you like it, buy it. But I know I can't do that, even though that's what I really want to do. The idea of copy is to make the person reading it feel like they're seeing the product in person. Or so I think. I know I can talk a lot, but I would rather gouge my eyes out than write copy. First of all, the naming of the products is awful enough for me. I usually Google baby names and use whatever comes up that I think kind of goes with the particular product I'm working on. One time at my last job, I literally couldn't think of any names, and I started naming products after streets in Yonkers. Yonkers is my hometown, in case you're new to this podcast. So I was adding streets from Yonkers like Hawthorne and Riverdale, Broadway. One time I even used the names of my grandmother, mother, and aunts, and some cousins. I thought that was kind of cute, even though the rugs I named after all of them barely sold. I think I sold like 5 or 6. And it was the rug that was named after my grandmother, and she had passed. I think she had already passed. So I thought that was like a nice little tribute to her that only I knew about. But at my last job, they were copywriters, so I didn't have to do copywriting. I didn't have to do that piece of it. Now I'm not only do I have to think of copy all by myself because I'm the only one doing it, but then I also have to make sure it's SEO compliant. So for example, you have to make sure that there are outbound links and internal links somewhere within the copy or the product page. The text length should be a certain quantity. You also have to use transitional words. Look that up if you don't know what transitional words are. I don't have time for that right now. Sorry. Then there are meta descriptions. Look that up too. And key phrases. And you shouldn't use previously used phrases. Ugh. So ideally, every item should have its own copy, even if it's within the same family. So again, I'll go back to the pretty Bristol sofa. There's the Bristol sofa, and then there's the Bristol accent chair that matches. Ideally, the two copies wouldn't match each other. But if you look up Bristol sofa and Bristol accent chair on shawfurniture.com, it's the same copy because it's basically the same product, just the chair, just the sofa, and they're beautiful together. So why not share the copy? At least that's what I tell myself to make it easier. Also, the text length should be a certain quantity. Did I say that already? I did say that already. But all I want to say in these things is, look, this is pretty and it will look nice in wherever you put it in your home. This chair matches the sofa. Buy it together. It's beautiful. You'll love it. But again, you can't do that. So I could spend an entire day uploading products, but it actually takes a couple of weeks for me to upload a massive amount of products because it's manual. Oh, and let's not forget the images that have to be square and a certain size. So I run them through the same website I use to create content. I've told you about the website before. They're not a sponsor, so I'm not going to keep talking about them. I don't have any sponsors, really. So I'm going to stop saying a lot of names. I'll tell you once in a while any websites that I use, but I'm not going to keep saying them. So if you want to know the website that I am referring to that I use to create content, you'll have to go back a few episodes and find that. So when thinking of starting an e-commerce site, keep in mind copywriting. If you like to do it, good for you. Because I don't. When I envisioned this being a one-woman show, I thought I could breeze through the parts I don't like, because I try not to focus on the negative. So I thought, okay, I don't like to do this. It's all right. I'll figure it out. We'll get through it. And I'm getting through it, and I'm kind of figuring out. Oh, my God. So instead of me keep saying that I'm not good at writing, I'm going to start saying that I'm better at talking. And I'll spin it that way and try to spin it positive, because writing copy is hard. God bless the copywriters. I miss the old copywriter from the last place I was in, because I don't like doing this. I told you guys previously about my Bitmoji that I used for some of the artwork for an episode, but now I've used the Bitmoji for 2 episodes back to back, and I think it's time to retire it from public view. I'm kind of over it. Not sure when it will make another appearance, but I don't want to use it regularly. Maybe if it was something custom that was done for me, but I'm pretty sure I don't own that image, so why am I going to use it? Even though I think she's kind of cute and sassy though. So I don't know what artwork I'm going to use for the podcast going forward, for the clips and for YouTube. But bye-bye Bitmoji. At least you got to see what I look like. Even if it's not in person, it's still my Bitmoji style. So I hope that gave you a sense of who I am. I think that's it, guys. I gotta go help Babe finish getting ready for our trip that we leave for tomorrow. Poor guy. He has this concussion and he's still being so good trying to help and folding laundry and helping me do things while I sit in my studio. Did I tell you guys what kind of studio I use? Maybe I'll tell you next time. What kind of studio I use to record this podcast. So I'm gonna go so I can help Babe. For those of you that do celebrate Halloween, have a happy and safe Halloween. Keep your masks on and eat lots of candy for me and my kids, because we eat too many allergies between us to eat any candy. But that's okay. Maybe I'll make some brownies or something. The end. Okay, guys, thanks for listening. I know time is a precious commodity, and I appreciate you spending some on me. If you like what you heard so far, please tell your friends, your family, and share. Also, check out the website. It's showoffurniture.com. Show off and then furniture. 3 F's, guys. It's a place where your personality meets your home. I'm also on social media all over the place. The handle is Show Off Furniture, just like the website, everywhere except for Twitter, where it's Show Off Fern. Show Off and then Fern, but still 3 F's. Until next time, guys, may we all have peace of mind and be at peace in our hearts. Deuces.